How high is the status of Manjushri Bodhisattva? Not only Guanyin Jingwei. Even the Buddha was once his disciple. Subo World Lingjiu Mountain 7 Treasures Lotus Platform Layers. Reflecting the golden light, Sakyamuni Buddha sits in the central Leo, just about to start the Magic Lotus Sutra. Suddenly, ripples appeared in the void. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas from the Pure Land of 10 Fars, Arhat Cloud. But because of the arrangement not given by the Lotus platform, spark a silent controversy. Pibjana Buddha Center, Changji Light Map, Amitabha, Main Western Bliss once Shifo Town Oriental Jingliu Glass. This is the conventional positioning of the three Buddhas. A Vaira Tibetan Bodhisattva from another world. Brow tuft. His eyes fell on the lotus platform on the left side of the Buddha. Although Manjushri Bodhisattva is one of the three saints of Huayan, Bodhisattva after all. Why can you play the role of the Buddha with the Bodhisattva? This is all above the funeral of the two masters of Guanyin. As soon as this statement comes out, minor discussions suddenly sounded in the void. Good wealth boy sitting down by Guanyin Bodhisattva. Hold the willow branch in your hand. Not enough. My Bodhisattva rescues suffering. Trillions of sentient beings. Wish deep and wide. How can it be inferior to Manjushri Bodhisattva? The earth ting next to Jizeng Bodhisattva is crawling on the ground. Nib flick. As if perceiving some profound truth. Just at this moment, Guanyin Bodhisattva slowly got up. The nectar in the bottle is slightly rippling, turned into water mist. Calm down the noise of all beings. He was dressed in white, Zutali Anhya. Paranoia with respectful eyes. The lotus platform of Manjushri. Soft voice, but with unquestionable solemnity. Venerable King Kong Zeng does not know Manjushri for this. Not based on Bodhisattva status. It is derived from his unshakable primordial merits. My reverence for his holiness. Not out of humility. It comes from the conversion of wisdom and the admiration of merit. There was an uproar. Everyone knows the revered place of Guanyin Bodhisattva in Buddhism, he and Manjushri, Puxi and Jizeng. Adhering to the four Bodhisattvas, the Holy Spirit of salvation, spread all over the world. How could you be so in awe of Manjushri, who is also a Bodhisattva? Manjushri still sits on the lotus platform. Handheld wisdom summit with martial skills. His face was calm as autumn water. His mount's corpse holds its head high. The golden brown hair flows in the Buddha's light. Bring your own lion. The mighty aura of all beasts. But always converge. Introverted. Shakyamuni Buddha opened his eyes. I swept across the disciples. Open slowly. What Venerable Guanyin said is true. The status of Manjushri, far from what a bodhisattva can summarize. The opportunity is ripe today. Let you know the secret that spans the festival of no good. I sacrificed to become enlightened. Even in the past, the seven Buddhas government alliance, the power of Manjushri Bodhisattva's enlightenment. He is the teacher of the Buddhas. What? The audience was shocked. Even the great bodhisattvas who have long been righteous and silent, all face incredible responsibility. Venerable Anan holding Buddha dust. Trembling with excitement. He followed Buddha for many years. I have never heard of such an amazing secret book. Guanyin Bodhisattva raised his hand and waved, turned into a light eye with nectar. An ancient past emerged in my eyes. the thoughts of the crowd, bringing back the equal world before the boundless festival. In the light, when the universe first began, on a pure land called equal world. No five troubles, only by pouring out the light. A Buddha in a golden dress, saying under the Bodhi tree, surrounded by an infinite Bodhisattva, sound of heaven. He is the dragon seed Tathagata, and that solemn and compassionate face. It is exactly the same as Manjushri Bodhisattva today. Manjushri in Bishi. It has already achieved the name of Buddha, and the dragon species is the Tathagata. The voice of Guanyin Bodhisattva sounded slowly. All beings in an equal world. All because of his education. And the interior of Sakyamuni Buddha. Sheng was a Brahmin youth named Idle. Year with good intentions, but suffer from anonymity. Failure to see the lost light of the fishing boat. Eyes like a young man traveling 1,000 miles. Come to the meeting place of the Tathagata in the dragon. He knelt before the Buddha, eyes full of longing. Master, I see all living beings sink into the sea of misery. I can't bear it, but I don't know how to acquire true wisdom. Save sentient beings. The dragon seed Tathagata smiled slightly. Extend a golden palm, gently stroking the top of the head. A ray of wisdom flows from the Buddha's palm, fallen like between the eyebrows. The reason why all beings suffer, the reason why it is difficult to practice because of nameless persistence, it lies in the failure to have a name without a heart. Wisdom is the sword that breaks through the nameless. It's the foundation of achievement coaching. If you can hold on to this rule, the future will surely become a Buddha. Translate all sentient beings. He took out a Bodhi Sutra. Make friends as if. This sutra contains supreme wisdom. You must read day and night. Realization is never born or die, neither long nor short. It's not easy to move. Those who don't come or don't go will eventually fall. Waiting for the opportunity to mature, you will become a Buddha in the Saha world. Educate strong beings. As if respectfully taking over the Jingmen. Kowtow. Disciples keep in mind the teachings of their masters. May wisdom be the lamp. Illuminate all beings lost. Visual circulation. The screen switches to another time and space. The ancient Buddha with burning lamps at that time. Or a practitioner named Dingguang. Ascetic in the mountains. Although he has good roots, but still unable to break through the bottleneck. I am puzzled by empty sex education. Just as he was confused, a wise man in Brahma clothes quietly appeared. It is the embodiment of the grand Tathagata. Those who know the light will explain the air wing. All laws arise by karma. Extinction of all laws. Emptiness is not nothing. It's confidence that never changes. You are obsessed with practice, but getting the Buddhist kingdom itself is an obsession. Only let go of obsession to become a Buddha. Dingguang Wenyin is like enlightenment. Instantaneously nameless. He looked at the wise man and asked, I don't know what the name of the venerable is. His disciple is willing to follow him for life. The bearer smiled faintly. I knew Manjushri had failed. It means wonderful virtue and auspiciousness. You don't have to follow. I just need to hold on to my wisdom. In the future, you will be the secretary of Buddha Shakyamuni. Complete the legacy. After saying that, the wise man turned into a golden light, disappeared into the void. This is the ancient Buddha. The past of being taught by Manjushri Bodhisattva. Guanyin Bodhisattva sighed softly. Shulianjian Sanway Sutra has long been recorded. Buddha Shakyamuni himself confirmed. The Tathagata is the scribe, the prince of legislation. The past 7 Buddhas. Shiki Fapish Fo Gyuriusan Fo. Junahan Muniver. Family Buddha Sakyamuni Buddha. All were taught by Manjushri Bodhisattva. Only then can we achieve Buddhism. Everyone was stunned. Vira Tibetan Bodhisattva's face turned pale. It turns out that Manjushri Bodhisattva is actually the teacher of the 7 Buddhas. I was ignorant. Really ashamed. Manjushri spoke slowly. The sound is as sweet as a bell. All Buddhas are equal. I have superiority. After I sacrificed myself to become a Buddha because of the sorrow of the people, Subo, the world's living beings, the knife-frame temple, realized the Bodhisattva body. Assist Sakyamuni Buddha in educating all living beings. The so-called teachers of the Buddhas, it is not knowing that I am above the Buddhas. It is to peel off wisdom as the foundation of enlightenment. I'm just the embodiment of wisdom. Just name the Buddhas. Shakyamuni Buddha Hanshu added with a smile. The wisdom of Manjushri. Not only can it educate the Buddhas, it can get rid of all nameless troubles. Back then, I said in Lingshan, there are 500 bhikkhus who were destined by their officials, found out that he had committed felonies such as murdering his father and killing his mother. Fear can't stray into the very method. Critical moment. It was Manjushri holding the sword of wisdom. Pointed at me. He Ling killed the Blessed One. The Mother of Light appears again. Recreated that powerful scene. Lingshan meeting. Manjushri holding a sword. Approaching Sakyamuni Buddha step by step. Majestic look. 500 monks were terrified. They discouraged Buddha. Sapphire. The Blessed One is the teacher of the 3 realms. How can you harm? But Manjushri was unmoved. Lishing He Dao. All Buddhas take emptiness as their body. Silent. No kill, no life. You are attached to the Buddha body and cannot be killed. It's the nameless obsession. If you can realize that all living beings have no self, Buddha has no self, you will know that the theory of killing Buddha is false. The voice has not yet fallen. Wu Bai BQ suddenly realized. They realized their obsession with sin and the Buddha is the source of trouble. Only by breaking this obsession. Talent Zheng legal person. Now the 500 bhikkhus are all in the Arhat kingdom. Admire the wisdom of Manjushri Bodhisattva in unison. This is when Manjushri's killing Buddha was born. Sakyamuni Buddha sighed. Break the obsession of sentient beings in a seemingly reverse way. This kind of wisdom can only be possessed by the masters of the Buddhas. Guanyin Bodhisattva Jaku wrote, My reverence for Manjushri. It is from this extraordinary wisdom. Back then, I was practicing at Mount Putwo in the South China Sea. I once met a wise man. He is well versed in all the knowledge of the world, threatening to force Buddhism. I argued with it for 3 days and 3 nights, but still couldn't convince him. Just when I was at a loss, Manjushri Bodhisattva came to enchant as an old monk. He recollected the scene, eyes full of admiration. The old monk did not directly refute the outsider. I asked him, What do you think is the highest wisdom in the world? The outsider's answer is omniscient. Omnipotent. The old monk asked again, Can the omniscient know their own ignorance? Can the omnipotent make themselves incompetent? Foreign affairs suddenly, and color. The old monk took the opportunity to start the world's knowledge is marginal. Only twists and turns wisdom is boundless. It didn't seek knowledge from outside. It's about taking risks inward. You cling to knowing and discerning. Facing the obstacles to wisdom. Foreign language suddenly enlightened. Convert to Buddhism on the spot. And I've come to realize that real wisdom is not an aggressive debate. It is the silent guidance of moisturizing things. Puxian guidance. The 6 cliffs white elephant of Puxian Bodhisattva. Issue a sound of Chengmen Fuhi Dao. The wisdom of Manjushri complements my large Huayan Jingzong. We are the 3 saints of Huayan with Palujina Buddha. Clerical attendance. My Lord walks without the guidance of wisdom. My top 10 wishes will not be fulfilled without my big event. The wisdom of the document is also difficult to take root. We are both on the same line. Jointly assist Buddhas in educating all living beings. In order to make everyone fully understand the supremacy of Manjushri. Shakyamuni Buddha raised his hand and waved. Lead the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas through time and space. Came to the pure land of Manjushri Bodhisattva. The north has invaded the world. It's very different from Subo world. No mountains and rivers. Only the boundless sea of wisdom. In the sea of light, countless lotus flowers flow. On each lotus flower sits a practitioner. They are all wise. The face is full of peace and tranquility. This is the pure land where Manjushri's vows are fulfilled. Sakyamuni Buddha introduced. Beihua Jing records. Manjushri Bodhisattva in the past tense was Master Myoguang Bodhisattva. Come and sit at the treasure. Make a big wish. May I paint all beings in the world of the infinite Buddhas. Send Anodoro 3 seconds 3 Bodhi heart. Placed in Arnodoro for 3 seconds 3 Bodhicitta. There is no time limit for me to practice the Bodhisattva path in the next life. I taught Zhu Zhongsheng, etc. Make his mood like a sky. Like an interpreter of all living beings. But as Anodoro 3 seconds 3 Bodhi. Everyone looked. I saw the center of the sea of wisdom light. There is a huge lotus platform. A Buddha sits on the lotus platform. It is the Buddha body of Manjushri Bodhisattva, happy to hide Mani Beoji Tathagata. There was a soft glow all around him. Countless bodhisattvas surround it. Listen to Buddhism. Manjushri has long been a Buddha, but unwilling to enjoy the Buddhist kingdom. Instead, say goodbye. Come to the world of Saha, the world of Bodhisattva. Guanyin Bodhisattva explained why he did this. It is because of the thinning of the world that sentient beings are strong and difficult to make. It needs an equal bodhisattva to guide it. If you appear as a Buddha, all beings are inevitably in awe. Dare not get close. And with the bodhisattva's life experience, we can treat all beings as equals. Easier to compare. Jizeng Bodhisattva finally spoke. The voice was low and solemn. I go to hell to save sentient beings. What Yiping has is resentment. And the teaching of Manjushri Bodhisattva, it's based on wisdom. Resentment without wisdom. Walking like a blind man. Hard to reach the other side. Wisdom without resentment. Like an empty sword. Can't show troubles. Manjushri uses wisdom to establish resentment. Practice wisdom with resentment. This is the fundamental reason for his high status. Just at this moment, the sea of wisdom suddenly ripples. The figures of the past 7 Buddhas emerged from the sea of light. Dr. P said, "I'll wait for the 7 Buddhas." All became enlightened by the wisdom of Manjushri Bodhisattva. He is the embodiment of the wisdom of Buddha. It is the source of all Buddha's enlightenment. The so-called teacher of the 7 Buddhas. It doesn't mean that he is our beneficial teacher. He was referring to what he represented as the wisdom of Buddha. It is the only way for all Buddhas to become enlightened. Lamp up, Buddha added. Back then, I remembered the birthday of Sakyamuni Buddha. It is the order of Manjushri Bodhisattva, inheriting the Dharma line of Buddha's wisdom. Buddhism in the Saha world today. It seems to have been initiated by Sakyamuni Buddha. In fact, it originated from the enlightenment of Manjushri Bodhisattva in the boundless realm. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas returned to Lingold Mountain. The controversy on the lotus platform has long since disappeared. Everyone looked into the eyes of Manjushri Bodhisattva, full of respect and admiration. Manjushri slowly got up, holding wisdom and seeing straight to the void. Venerable ones, there is no such distinction in Buddhism. So called for this, it's just a convenient pseudonym. The reason why I am called Buddha, get started, it is not because my merits are higher than those of others. It is because the wisdom of Bodhi is the foundation of spiritual practice. Just as the root of a tree is wisdom, it is resentment for good deeds. Only deep roots. Fang Neng Yimao. He paused, continued to talk about the compassion of Venerable Guanyin, Venerable Puxian's large, the resentment of Venerable Kizo. They are all important components of Buddhism. I am with you. Both are indispensable. The so-called teacher of deception, it just shows the importance of wisdom. It's not that I'm special. Guanyin Bodhisattva salutes. What the Venerable Manjushri said is, but wisdom is a fact. Although we each have our own grievances and good deeds, but it is inseparable from the guidance of wisdom. Without wisdom, my salvation may turn into doting sentient beings. The salvation of Venerable Kiso from hell, it can also become obsessed with. Large-scale events of Venerable Pushan, it can also become blind practice. Buddha Shakyamuni summed up the status of Manjushri. It's not about the name. It is the wisdom of Bodhi that he represents. It is the foundation of all Buddha's enlightenment. It is the beacon for all sentient beings to escape suffering. He used the Buddha body to drive Sihang, assisting education with the Bodhisattva. This selfless altruism, it is the core of Buddhism. He looked at all the disciples present. Revealed today, it is not to demonstrate the status of Manjushri Bodhisattva, but to make you understand. The key to cultivation lies in the original mind of Mingwu. Acquire the wisdom of Buddha. As long as you can break the nameless obsession, everyone can become a Buddha. Everyone can become their own mentor. In the void, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas chanted together the scriptures of Manjushri Rigbo Sutra. The voice is solemn and soft. Manjushri lost substantive equality, nothing high and low. Real name Onodoro 3 seconds 3 Bodhi. So there is no one without me. No being, no recipient. Practice all good methods to accumulate virtue. Anodoro 3 seconds 3 Bodhi. The green corpse of Manjushri let out a long roar. The light of wisdom radiates from the roar, spread all over the world. All sentient beings felt a cool power. The troubles and attachments in my heart gradually dissipate. Guanyin Bodhisattva holds a respectful comment. Sprinkle the nectar in all directions. Softly said that from now on, I will better understand the wisdom of Borya. Assisting compassion with wisdom, better save sentient beings. The enlightenment of His Holiness Manjushri, I will always remember. Jizeng Bodhisattva also solemnly promises, I will be in hell, preaching the Bodhi-dharma of Manjushri. Let the most suffering beings remove their karma with wisdom. Get out of the sea of misery as soon as possible. After the emblem is over, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dispersed. Lingjiashan's Buddha light still shines everywhere. Manjushri returns to his lotus platform. Ask the master to be docile like a cat. Venerable Onan came to Manjushri Bodhisattva. Respectfully asked the Venerable, you have already become a Buddha. Why do you work so hard to educate sentient beings? Is it the peace and contentment of the Pure Land of Buddhism? Isn't it better than the troubles and pains of the Saha world? Manjushri smiled slightly. Raise your hand and touch the top of Conan's head. Evil men do not become Buddhists to enjoy family and happiness. It's about saving lives. Although the Pure Land of Buddhism is good, but it can only accommodate a period of troubled sentient beings. And the world of Saha is miserable. But it can make it easier for me. Educate more strong beings. He looked at Mount Wuti in the distance. At that time, he was cool and holy in the dojo of the Saha world. Snow all year round, but countless beings come to worship. The Huayan Sutra records that there is a Qingliang mountain in the northeast. Manjushri lost, and his family 10,000 people. They talk in them. I choose to establish a dojo here. It is because of the coolness here. It can symbolize the purity of Boha's wisdom. Pour out the excitement of all living beings. The wisdom of His Holiness is truly unfathomable. Venerable Anand sincerely praised. Manjushri shook his head. Wisdom is not impossible. It is in everyone's heart. Just like the pearl minister. Just wipe lightly. Can shine. My job is to be the one who wipes the pearl. Help beings remove the nameless dust. Let the original wisdom be revealed. He took out a Manjushri Nirvana Sutra. Education Konan. This is an unrecorded vision of my future nirvana. 450 years after the end of Buddha, I will go to the snow-capped mountains to preach Dharma paintings for the 500 immortals. Then under the mud-mouthed tree of the Doro colony in Shui. Start with cold-eyed Sanmei. From the pores around the body, there is a big fire and a golden light. Ideal. Venerable Anand received the kiss. Eyes full of reluctance. Venerable Nirvana. Who should all beings turn to for wisdom? Manjushri Bodhisattva laughed aloud although I wrote about Nirvana. The wisdom of Borya is everlasting. He will be integrated into every scripture of Buddhism. Integrate into the heart of every practitioner. As long as sentient beings are willing to practice, willing to realize, you can meet me anytime. His eyes are fixed on the entire Saha world. Full of mercy. Future tense. I will continue to see the world in various incarnations. Or for the poor and needy. Or the blind dragon Yinya generation. Or the offender. In all sentient beings. Colleagues. Guide them to develop bodhicitta. Get blessed. Venerable Anand finally understood the supremacy of Manjushri. It does not come from the admiration of the Buddhas. It doesn't come from the scriptures. It comes from his infinite not. Do not seek comfort for yourself. May all beings have the compassion and wisdom to be free from suffering. From other roads, Sihang. The selfless dedication of a wide range of beings. In the Buddha light of Lingjiashan, Manjushri still sits on the lotus platform. Handheld wisdom summit with martial skills. His face was calm and solemn. His figure is like a beacon of wisdom for Borya. Illuminated every corner of the 3,000 worlds. Guiding countless beings. Move forward bravely on the path of spiritual practice. Guanyin Bodhisattva's reverence for him. The truth that the Buddhas were once his disciples. It has also become an eternal legend in Buddhism. Inspire future generations of practitioners. Wisdom-based. Use mercy. Only by breaking the original heart of nameless Mingwu. To reach the other side of Bodhi. The status of Manjushri. It has long surpassed the false name of the Bodhisattva. He is the embodiment of the wisdom of Borya. It is the source of all Buddha's enlightenment. It is the hope for all living beings to escape suffering.